Good morning, student. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good, or also you are enjoying your classes, isn't it? Okay, let's start our today's class. So we have studied in our previous class that the green plant can make their own food by different constituent materials like carbon dioxide, water, sunlight. Alright, and the chlorophyll is also necessary, which is present in the leaf itself. But now Bujo has observed some plant with deep red, violet or brown leaves. He wants to know whether these leaves also carry out photosynthesis. Okay, so what do you think after observing this plant? What do you think? These plant can also make the food? Yes, I will give you some time to think about it. Yes, are you thinking, students? I will ask also. Yes, students. Yes. So we can see that this leaf that is present over here does not contain green color. Okay. So what does it mean? The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll. The large amount of red, brown and other pigment mask the green color. Okay. Photosynthesis takes place in these leaf also. Okay. So suppose we have one leaf which is red in color, then it does not mean that it do not contain chlorophyll. Okay, so there are chlorophyll. Wait, yes, see, there are green colors. It is not visible on this screen. There are green color present on this leaf. Okay, but what happened is that it is basically masked by the different type of pigments like red pigment, brown pigment and other pigments. Okay, so what do you mean by masking? Let's suppose this is my face. Okay, and wait, what I am going to do, see, this is my face and it looks like which color? It is brownish color. Okay, now what I am doing, I am covering my face with a cloth. Now what is the color? You can observe, so the color of cloth. Okay, but what is the color inside this cloth? It is brownish. So similarly in the leaf also what happens is that there is green color pigment, but it is masked by some other pigment like red, brown and green. Okay, so we can say that photosynthesis also takes place in such leaves. Okay, and if there is photosynthesis in such leaves, so there will be production of glucose also, and it will also give the starch test. Okay, so I think you have understood this. Now moving forward, now observe this image very carefully, student. You might have seen such pond while going to some places. Okay, so you can see that this pond is basically green in color. Okay, so what makes the pond green actually? You have to think for a second and then you have to answer me. Yes, yes, students. So basically what happens is that when we see this pond, we can observe slimy green patches in pond or stagnant water bodies along the roadside. Such water bodies which is not basically cleaned by the person. All right, they are natural water bodies present in our locality. So basically This is a green alga. Okay, and it is a type lower division of plant. All right, basically it is a plant which do not have root or stem or leaves. Okay, so such organism, such plant only contains chlorophyll. All right, and if it contains chlorophyll, then it has green pigment known as chlorophyll present in it, and hence they can also do photosynthesis. Yes or no? Yes. So student, they are generally formed by the growth of organism called algae. They contain chlorophyll which gives them green color. Algae can also prepare their own food by photosynthesis. Okay. So moving forward students, now you have to tell me the plant contain different leaf color, do not contain chlorophyll. Just now we have studied student the leaf which is colored by red or some brown pigments are also there. So what do you think? They do not contain green pigment, chlorophyll? Yes, we have studied now that the green pigment actually is masked by the different colors, that is red color, blue color, brown color. All right, but we know that green pigment is present there, so this statement is false. Okay, so moving forward students. Okay, so we have studied in our previous class what is photosynthesis. So what do you understand by photosynthesis and what you can observe in this image? So you have to tell me. I will give you some time also to think about this. Yes. Can you observe the sun? Sunlight is coming to the plant. Carbon dioxide is coming to the plant. Water and nutrients are also coming to the plant. And one arrow is going away from this plant. That means it is releasing out. What is released here? That is oxygen is released here. So we can say that 6 carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water is used in presence of light energy. Okay, so it gives us glucose and oxygen. Okay student, but the question is that do plant only require glucose for the different activities done in the plant body? Only glucose is important, or other nutrients like protein is also important, or fat is also important? What do you think student? You have to tell me. Do plant only make carbohydrate? Only carbohydrate can do all type of functioning present in the plant? Yes, I will give you some time, you can think also. Yes student. Okay, very good student. So moving forward, now we are going to explore what are the other things that are formed in the body of plant, okay, other than carbohydrate. So first of all, let's see the structure of glucose present here. So what do you think in see in the compound of the glucose? What are the different elements present here? What are the different atoms present here? So who will tell me? Yes, you can also write in the chat box. What are the elements present in the glucose? First is hydrogen. Second one is oxygen is also present. Then here it is carbon. Okay. Anything else? Can you tell me anything else is left here? Okay, no. So basically in the structure of glucose we can see hydrogen is there, oxygen is there, and carbon is there. Okay. So what happens is that these three constituents present in the glucose will help the plant to make proteins, to make fats. Okay, so let's see the structure of protein and fat. What does it contain basically? So here we can see the structure of protein. Here it is the structure of protein. Okay, so what are the things present in the protein, students? We can see that carbon is there. Okay, this can be get from carbohydrate. Then again hydrogen is there, oxygen is there. So these three constituents are present in carbohydrate. So from there they can derive this element. But one new thing is present over here. What is that, student? That is nitrogen. So where this nitrogen is coming, I don't know. So we will explore further. Okay, so let's see the structure of fat also. What is present in the fat, student? There is oxygen, carbon and hydrogen. So all these three constituents are basically present in the glucose molecule, and from there the constituents are derived to form fat molecules. Okay, but after observing protein and fats, we come to know that in protein one constituent, one element, one atom, that is nitrogen, is we don't know from this where this nitrogen is coming. Okay, so let's explore from where this nitrogen is coming. Okay, so student, you can see here in this diagram also, nitrogen is basically present in our atmosphere. Okay, but plant cannot use this atmospheric nitrogen by itself. So what happens is that in the soil there is some microbes present. Okay, and the microbe name is rhizobium. And what does this rhizobium do? You know that? Yes? Who will tell me what does this rhizobium do? Actually, they fix the atmospheric nitrogen. They fix atmospheric nitrogen into the soil so that nitrogen can be used up by the plant. Okay, so see here, student, the nitrogen is present in the air and soil, but plant take nitrogen from soil. Soil has certain bacteria that convert gaseous nitrogen into usable form and release it into the soil. Is it clear to everyone? They are absorbed by the plant along with water. Okay, so plant can absorb nitrogen along with the water also, because we know that water is a fluid, and after dissolving in water then only it can be absorbed. Okay, so along with nitrogen, water is also absorbed in it. Now question time, student, and hope you can answer this question also. Yes, you can answer it. Okay, so elements present in the carbohydrates are, what are the elements, student? They are carbon. Yes, you can also reply hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so moving forward, student, plant get their nitrogen from, do plant get the nitrogen from atmospheric air or from the soil? Yes, so plant get their nitrogen from soil. We know that the nitrogen present in the soil basically comes from atmospheric nitrogen, which is done by the bacteria or microbe known as rhizobium. Okay, so moving forward, student, to the next portion of this class. I hope you all are enjoying this class. Okay, so after this you can also comment how my classes are going on. Is it helpful to you? Do I make more videos upon these things? So I will be waiting for your response, student. Now see, student, have you seen such plant? Do you see the yellow wiry branch structure twining around the stem and branches of the tree? Have you seen such plant? Yes. See, there are wired structure present on the leaf. Okay, so what are these wired structure? I am giving you some time also. Think upon it. Yes, good. So basically student, we have seen that one plant that is upon the another plant. So we have to think that how the climbers, how such plant which were present on another plant make their own food. What are the process through which they can take their nutrition, that is carbohydrate, protein and fats. So student, we will study about this. See, this plant which you can see in the image here, there is one green thick stem over here and one plant that is around it, circling this main branch. Okay, and we can see that there are teeth like structure present over here. So what does this do? Basically, actually they absorb the nutrition from the host plant. Okay, so such plant who live upon the another plant and take the nutrition also from the host plant, such plant is known as parasitic plant. Okay, so see, the name of this plant is basically Cuscuta plant, that is also known as amarbel. Okay, it does not have chlorophyll at all. So if it does not have chlorophyll, that means it cannot make their own food. Okay, so it takes ready-made food from the plant on which it is climbing. The plant on which it climbs is called host plant. Since it derives the host of the valuable nutrient, it is called parasitic plant. Okay, so parasitic plant, the characteristics are they should live on another plant and also they can derive the nutrition from other plant. I hope it would be clear to you students. Yes. So one question is there. Paheli wants to know whether mosquito, bedbug, lice, leeches that suck our blood are also parasite. This bedbug and head lice. Yes student, you have to tell me. So we know that this bedbug actually eat. What does this bedbug eat? Woods. As the name suggests, they are present on our bed. All right. So basically what we have to do, we have to clean our bed also with different type of hydrophobic chemicals like kerosene oil, or we use thinner also sometimes to clean our bed. Okay. So do you think if this bed bug lives completely on the bed only, they do not live elsewhere? Yes. Yes students. So they can live other than bed also. They have different type of things where they can live. They are not totally dependent upon the bed for their food. Okay, but what we can see in the head lice is that the head lice is totally dependent upon the human that is present in our hairs. Okay, so actually head lice suck the blood from our scalp of our head. Okay, and from there they get their nutrition. So basically head lice is totally dependent upon our blood. Okay, so bed bug is not a parasite, but we can say that head lice is a parasite because it totally live also and they take the nutrition from the human being. So we will go to the explanation part student. Lice are parasitic because they live on another organism like human beings and other animals and get their nutrition without benefiting the host. Mosquito, bedbugs, leeches, those suck the blood from other organisms, body are not parasite as they do not live on other host. Okay, so I hope it would be clear to you student. Now you have to answer this question. Cuscuta is a autotroph plant, heterotroph plant, parasitic plant, or none of these? Yes. Yes student, I hope you all know this answer. We have discussed also earlier. So answer would be parasitic plant. Yes or no? Okay. So now student, now we have to recapitulate everything we have studied now. So we have studied about the pigments in other plant which do not have green pigment basically. then the synthesis of food other than carbohydrate, and other modes of nutrition also. Okay, so these are the question. The color of leaf other than green will be give starch test. Is it true or false? Carbohydrate breaks to form dash and dash. Cascuta obtain their food through photosynthesis, host plant, heterotroph, or all of the above. What can be your answer, student, in the first one? The color of leaf other than green will give starch test. Is it true or false, students? What you can say about this? Yes, who will tell me? Yes. So the color of leaf other than green will give starch test because it contains what it contains, other kind of pigment, red pigment, brown pigment is there. So it is a true statement. Carbohydrate breaks to form dash and dash. The constituents of carbohydrate can make, yes, proteins and fats. So Cascuta plant obtain their food through photosynthesis, host plant, heterotrophs, or all of the above. What can be your answer, students? Yes, so Cascuta plant can obtain their food through host plant. So because they do not have green color pigment, so they totally depend upon the host plant for their nutrition. So student, there is one homework for you. You have to paste the leaf of plant other than green color. So you have to go around your society, you have to go around your park or field present behind your houses in your city, and from there you have to collect the leaf which do not have green color, okay, other than yellow, not of yellow color, other than yellow color, okay, because yellow color is basically dried leaf. I hope this lecture would be beneficial to you, student, and we will meet in next class. Till then, thank you, student. Have a nice day and enjoy your day. Okay, bye bye.